Wendy's was all I did was sneeze in the salad bar, and they said, "Puppet, get your blue ass out of here."
I'm glad you got fired for sneezing.
Which is worse, to watch the United States implode or to look for a new job? There's a lot of government waste.
I don't think you should talk to that guy. He's a right-wing puppet.
No, hey, wait, no, don't touch my... Don't assault me!
They're cutting our rights!
What's the biggest right you're losing right now?
Attacking a puppet for asking questions seems a little excessive.
Treasury Department, all these white people are gathered to summon their hate for one particular African, and his name was Elon Musk.
He is like a sad human being.
No, he's not. He has a lot of kids, and family is true wealth. How many children do you have?
He's got his finger on my money.
Is this the first time you've been fingered?
No.
Whoa, what? For a minute, I looked at your sign real swift, and I thought it said Deep Throat Elon. How much government waste is too much, Glenn?
I'm telling you, there's not that much government waste.
I don't think there's enough of it that merits this reaction.
I'm not qualified to answer that.
But you're qualified to be here out in the street. When are we gonna draw the line, toilet man?
They're cutting our rights!
What's the biggest right you're losing right now?
So if you guys don't know, what's happening in this video is a puppet. And I like the fact that it's a puppet because it adds a little more ease to the topic. Is going around asking people their opinions on Elon Musk, but specifically their opinions on Doge. And if you don't know, that's the Department of Government Efficiency. It's not an official government department, but that's the name of it. This should be an interesting video. Apparently the puppet gets attacked, but let's see what happens.
Well, they're...
What the hell is wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. Can I chat with you?
Yeah, what the hell's wrong with you? Yeah, go fuck yourself.
But don't think I haven't tried. So far, I've collected about 20 middle fingers here. It's almost stabbing time. I might have to get out. Well, how much money did the government waste in 2023?
Well, I don't think that's a fair question.
$10? How much government waste do you think there was in 2023?
$50 million.
Higher.
$100 million.
Come on, Glenn.
$500 million.
According to General Accounting Office, upwards of $500 billion with a B. Is that too much waste for you, Glenn?
It depends on how you define waste.
What do you want from me?
I was just gonna ask what station you're with. What's your channel?
Can you read?
What is it? What
What does it say?
What do you do?
I talk to ninnies on the street. What do you do? Do you think our government has gone wrong because we hired too many theater kids? Isn't Elon just a little bit gay?
I wouldn't say.
Oh, wait.
bothering you?
No.
No! You busybody mascoid! Leave me alone! But she's so nosy. She follows me around. She touched me.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Do I touch you?
Here's a fun fact. 30 to 40% of government employees are actually veterans. And the reason I'm saying that, federal workers are veterans. And the only reason I'm bringing that up is because he said the government hired too many theater kids. I will say that comment was kind of disrespectful because majority of federal workers, or a big portion of federal workers, are veterans. And unless you're anti-veteran, you probably shouldn't attack the, what's the word I'm looking for? The standing of federal workers, because almost half of them are just veterans. But anyways, let's continue.
No, I do not, but I'd love to. Federal workers have been given protection for eons. What is so special about you that you need protection that no one else has? Have you ever known a federal employee to be fired? Ever? Ever?
Yes. They were giving secrets to somebody in the foreign government.
Is that what it takes? When I got fired from Wendy's, was all I did was sneeze in the salad bar, and they said, "Puppet, get your blue ass out of here."
I'm glad you got fired for sneezing.
Which is worse, to watch the United States implode or to look for a new job? There's a lot of government waste.
I don't think you should talk to that guy. He's a right-wing puppet.
No, hey, wait, no, don't touch my shit. Don't assault me.
Attacking a puppet for asking questions seems a little excessive. I was wondering when the puppet was going to get attacked, and I guess it's right now. But I think the puppet is asking fair questions. One question was, why do federal employees get protections that other jobs don't get? I actually looked into that, and it kind of goes into the civil service laws, but the big thing it goes into is something called due process rights. The reason why federal workers have due process rights, and you might disagree with these, I'm not arguing the validity of it, I'm just going to explain it. The reason why they have due process rights is because as an American citizen, you have rights to certain services. For example, if there's a certain public park in your neighborhood, you have rights to the public park. Or if there's a river in your neighborhood, some people have rights to fish in that river. And the reason I'm bringing up those things is because as an American, you have rights. You have rights to, I think in our country, you have rights to food, you have rights to public schools, you have rights to use the public roads, you have rights to public transit, you have certain rights, and I can't list them all because I'm in engineering. I'm not really in human resource or anything. And the reason I'm bringing up those rights is because since you have rights to public services, these public services are usually operated by federal workers. Meaning, since you have rights to these services, the federal workers who make sure these services exist or operate efficiently also have rights to their jobs. Basically, if you were to fire, theoretically, if you were to fire a lot of federal workers, it's not necessarily about them keeping their job, about them having rights to a job. It's more so about you as an American having right to a service. Like, you have rights to a military protecting you if America was invaded. So if you go out and fire a lot of federal workers who help these functions exist, it could theoretically cause issues. But let me know if you agree or disagree with that. I'm not really going to give my opinion on it, but I'm just letting you know what I've researched about it. But let's continue.
A little bearded bitch came up and said, "Oh, I don't think you should talk to that puppet. Later, I'm going to watch my wife get plowed by a 6'5" behemoth." Elon took over Twitter, fired 80% of staff, and it still runs better than ever. Could he not do the same with the federal government, with him and his nerds? Leave Elon!
Actually, that was actually kind of wrong. Twitter still is not profitable. And I'm not saying that to attack Elon Musk or to attack Twitter. But Twitter hasn't been profitable since Elon Musk purchased it. So to say that it runs better, and I understand you may support Elon Musk. I'm not here to talk about Elon Musk necessarily or talk about X or Twitter, but you're kind of spreading a little bit of propaganda when you go out and say, oh, Elon Musk fired 80% of Twitter, it runs better. Based off of what? Where are you getting that statistic? Twitter still is not profitable. It hasn't been profitable since Elon Musk purchased Twitter, and it was literally more profitable before he purchased it. So not saying that to fight, but I'm just saying, like, you have to be a little honest here. If you're going to support Elon Musk and support his business ventures, then support his business ventures, but don't just, I guess, spread lies.
Alone, I'm having his baby!
Are you really gonna go 9 full months?
No, I could break water right here in front of you. If I'm having Elon's baby, what am I going to call it? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Come on, give me a good Musk kid name. These kids are named WD-40 and Beepo and Flingy Fling.
It's so
Come
sad.
on.
It's so sad.
No, those are cool names.
Himmler,
Yeah.
Goebbels,
The Big
Hitler.
H. That dude.
Heydrich.
And Flippy. How come everyone you don't like is Hitler? They're calling Elon Hitler. They're calling Trump Hitler. They're calling me Hitler.
Oh, no kids for me because of climate change and everything.
Ma'am, don't talk to him. He's a fascist.
Oh, is he? Oh, fuck you, Muppet.
So, would you become Elon Musk's baby mama for anything? All right. We have here an Antifa-style ladies. They believe in repressing your freedom of speech because, God forbid, you talk to anyone from the other side. This is why the left fails. They want to repress your rights. They're authoritarian people. They want you to not have a voice. It's so important that everything they say you hear and nothing I say. No second opinions on anything. It's what they do. It's why you're a virgin at 35.
Puppets rule.
Yeah, puppets do rule. And you know who doesn't rule? Authoritarians. Is that for both holes? Have you ever smiled in all of 2025? Why are you doing circles around me? Can I have your phone number? I'll let you put your hand inside me. Gotta go, bye.
Okay, so I don't know what I expected going into this video. But the title of the video is called Liberals Beat Puppet for Asking About Government Waste. But throughout this video, I didn't really hear you ask about government waste. Initially, I'm going to take that back. Initially, you did. Early on, you were asking questions about why should federal workers receive protections and everyone else shouldn't receive protections. And I don't really remember if you asked anything about government waste. You didn't really bring that up. But I'm just going to focus on the federal workers. That was a fair question. And if you're a working class American, you should all get you should all get job protections. I feel like sometimes we kind of just want to remain divided and we want our side to be right. We want us to be right and everyone else to be wrong. But sometimes we forget that it's not conservatives versus liberals. It's Americans. We're all Americans. If Donald Trump or Joe Biden or anyone signs a law today, it doesn't matter if you're conservative or if you're liberal. That law will still affect you. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because what this puppet did, and I know it was a joke or whatever, but what this puppet did was go out there and rather than really talk to people, it decided to basically attack them or attack their thoughts and beliefs and basically try to frame this video in a way as if those people are harmful or they're just evil idiots. I don't know. And I just don't think that's effective. You're just causing more divide. And I'm sure people out there will disagree with me when I say this. I'm sure a lot of people will agree with the puppet, but really sit down and rewatch this video. What did anything productive come from this? And I'm not saying that like did you get a dopamine boost by watching this? Did you learn anything? Did you learn anything about what other people believe, what you believe? Do you support anything the puppet said? Did you question anything? There has to be some level of thought-provoking progression when I watch these videos, but sometimes we forget that we want to move forward and we want to progress, and instead we just attack each other for nothing. Gain nothing from that. But I'm not going to go too hard. I'm just giving my critique of it. My name is LFR JoJo. Let me know what you all think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.